Welcome, podcast day number 10. And boy, do we got a lineup. Had to do the Mickey impression to start it off. As always, yes, you guys are seeing a different angle. Welcome. And actually, today, lighting ain't that bad. So we're going to move this fan out of the way, and we are going to get started.
Yay.
So, let's talk some trades a little bit. I don't think Empathy is joining us tonight. Also, with me here in the Unsubscribed Sports Podcast channel in Discord is our MLB specialist, Colt. Welcome back, Colt, for date number 2 for you. We are checking to make sure Mr. Empathy is joining us. So,
started off the podcast not yelling the word fuck, so that was good.
Yeah. Hey. Round of applause for Colt. He didn't decide to just immediately yell fuck.
Thank you. That means a lot. I want to thank no one, just me.
So we'll maybe he joins us, but first let's start off. Actually, we'll start off with the Stanley Cup Final. Stanley Cup Final is starting game number 4 tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central. Panthers Oilers, so far, Florida leads the series. Edmonton came out a big win in game 1, 4-3. Double OT, Panthers come back. Of course, the Rat has to tie the series because he's a rat. Game 3, Monday, June 9th, this Monday, ever so happened to be the Panthers winning again, beating the shit out of Edmonton 6-1. And I kept seeing reels of this, and this was absolutely hilarious when I kept seeing the reels of this game. And if you haven't yet, I recommend you do, because god damn did the Edmonton Oilers shit themselves, and in the funniest way possible. Florida had a 2 goals every period. 2 goals in every period. A total of 31 shots for Florida and 6 goals.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 goals every period. Both of the Sams on the Florida Panthers had goals. Sam Bennett and Sam Reinhart both had goals in the same period. Right? Ekblad and Rodriguez in the third. Verhaeghe and Marchand let off the scoring, which that's just shitty. Come on, man. Why are we letting a rat score a goal?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I've now seen videos of just people going rats, because he is indeed the rat. So yeah, it's so I mean, just looking at the Florida Panthers, they are legit kind of shitting themselves, in a sense, somewhat defensively. And Edmonton is taking advantage of Sergei Bobrovsky a little bit with some of his out-of-position playing. Now, Corey Perry likes to be in the crease a lot. And I'm looking at this goal by Corey Perry, which, keep in mind, was the only goal of Game 3 for the Edmonton Oilers. He's got 9 in the playoffs so far. Keep that in mind. 9 goals in the playoffs. He's doing okay, right? But he's staying in front of the net, and they're exploiting Bobrovsky, which is kind of what I believe I said Edmonton would do. They are a team that is going to exploit weaknesses, and they are kind of exploiting the Panthers in a way of your defense sucks because we're getting in the zone. And I believe, Edmonton, there and Florida was 3 for 11 on the night for power play points. And keep that in mind. 3 for 11 on the power play. What the fuck? We'll get into that, but you know, when I say these penalty minutes, this is going to be absolutely hilarious. You know, I want to see maybe some shift charts here. Maybe this will give me some offensive time perspective. I'm going to be honest. A lot of guys, especially, they are spending a lot of time on the ice, and I want to maybe highlight maybe McDavid here. Where is he? I want to see how long an average McDavid shift is. Average McDavid shift is anywhere from roughly about 30 something seconds. So longest shift was 1:40 so far I've seen in this game. Yeah, just roughly about maybe this one about 1:40 again. Just rough estimation of his shifts here. And the first period alone, he has over a minute shifts. He's on there a lot. Same with I believe Draisaitl too. If I look at where his S is on the shift chart. Actually, I could probably find a better shift chart for this, but they're just McDavid and Draisaitl are spending a lot of time on the ice, as far as I can see for Edmonton. Draisaitl having a lot of that, especially. Let's see. Yeah, Draisaitl once had a shift during the game that lasted from 3 minutes and 17 seconds of the first period to 4 minutes and 52 seconds of the first period. Into the first period. That's just into the first period.
Yeah.
That itself is just over a minute. Like a little over a minute. 7:02 to 7:54. He's on for a quick, couple seconds maybe. Another one from 11:37 to 13:10 in the first period. He has another really long one from 14:37 to 16:39. That's just about almost 2 minutes. It's over 2 minutes. They are taking a lot of shifts, and it's they're overusing them a little bit. Realistically, overusing them. So it is pretty. It's kind of shitty Edmonton, but I really can't exactly say too much about Edmonton. I'm not a big Edmonton guy. Carter Verhaeghe's goal came at 17:45. On the ice at that time, from what it looks like, was Evan Bouchard, Nugent Hopkins, Matthias Ekholm, Adam Henrique. Carter Verhaeghe was, I believe, a power play goal. I believe if I go back, I think Carter Verhaeghe was a power play goal because I'm only seeing 4. Yeah, so Verhaeghe was a power play goal. Now, I know I mentioned it earlier. Power play percentage, 27.3% for Florida, 16.7% for the Oilers. The Oilers were 1 for 6 on the power play. Corey Perry being the only power play goal. The Panthers, however, were 3 for 11. 11. 3 for 11.
Dang.
So, Cole, I raise you the question. How many penalty minutes do you think each team had?
I'd say probably maybe close to 12, maybe, possibly.
Wrong.
I'm surprised about that.
I'm going to be honest. Way wrong.
Yeah, I'm not the best.
You are very far off.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Edmonton had 85 and Florida had 55.
Damn.
minutes.
For some reason, I thought I overestimated. Yeah, I don't know much about hockey, so it's just me though.
The third period penalty list is nothing but roughing, cross-checking Kapanen on Luosterainen. Kapanen gets a misconduct. There's unsportsmanlike conduct. Wallman on Tkachuk. Kane gets a misconduct. Ekholm, Frederick, Nurse, Bennett, Gadjevich, Greer. Greer for fighting Nurse. Or Gadjevich for fighting Nurse. A bunch of roughing. Marchand takes a hooking against McDavid. Puck over the glass to lay a game for Stuart Skinner. It's nothing. But I mean, the next, there's 3 penalties at the top of the period. One that were all different. And then the rest of them, or most of them, were assessed at 10:29. There was 2 assessed at 13:55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 assessed at 14:44, and the rest were assessed at 15:47. Kapanen cross-checking Luosterainen. He gets a game misconduct. Luosterainen charging Kulik. That one's at 16:57. Yeah, these teams are killing each other. I mean, it's such a long list. Nurse cross-checking in the second period. Lundell takes a tripping, couple checking, cross-checking, high sticking. Edmonton also takes it too many men on the ice. There was goalie interference by Arvidsson, which I believe that's what led to the fucking... Well, hold up. Let's see. I believe that led to the Carter Verhaeghe goal. That led to the Carter Verhaeghe goal, which is kind of funny. But obviously Edmonton, Florida, these teams are continuously battling it out, and it's getting kind of out of hand. I'll be honest, it's getting a little out of hand. We'll switch gears. I want to talk about this. We'll talk about we'll talk about a retirement, actually. Capitals forward TJ Oshie has officially announced his retirement. Yeah. Capitals forward TJ Oshie, after 17 years, will officially retire from the NHL after not playing this year at all. He didn't play. The last time he played was 23-24. He didn't play this year at all. I believe he's out with injury. And I can't remember what podcast or whatever show he was on, but he would officially announce his retirement. Which, that's kind of an end of an era for me. I grew up when, TJ Oshie was just, starting his career, prime TJ Oshie. For me, sucks to see. TJ Oshie's such a good guy. Absolutely love TJ. He's a good player. Let me just look him up. Oshie, 77 for the Capitals. Career totals, 106 games played, 34 goals, or that's playoffs, shit. Career totals, okay. He played in 23-24, played 52 games, 12 goals, 13 assists, 25 points. He was a -6. In his career, 1,010 games played, 302 goals, 393 assists, 695 points, and he was a +87 in his career. He was drafted in 2005 by the St. Louis Blues, 24th overall in the first round. He is currently 38 years old, from Everett, Washington. Washington State, I should say. 187 pounds at 6 foot. The last time he played was April 28th, 2024 against the New York Rangers, where the Capitals would win, I believe, that playoff series. Oshie didn't, I don't think Oshie started playing in the NHL in 2008. Before that, I'll go to all leagues. Before that, in 2000, he would play for North Dakota, WCHA, for coming up. Played for Team USA a couple times. He was in the St. Louis Blues organization for a while, while also playing with Team USA. I believe 2014, after the 2014-2015 season, he traded to the Capitals, played for Team USA in 2016 World Cup. Continue the rest of his career with the Caps. He is a Stanley Cup champion, 2017-2018. My dad just said bye. Bye. He's, only a handful of players born in Washington State to make it to the NHL. He was on the all-rookie team for the WCHA in 2006, and first all-star team in 2008. NCAA West first All-American team 2008. Played in the NHL All-Star game in 2020 and was traded to Washington by St. Louis for Troy Brouwer. Phoenix Copley, a Washington third-round pick, later traded back to Washington. Washington selected Garrett Pillen in the 2016 NHL draft. That all happened in 2015, July 2nd. Obviously, 2015, I was a little bit just starting to get into hockey a little bit, I believe, and I knew who Phoenix Copley was. Phoenix Copley, believe he was playing for the Wolves at that time, and the Wolves is a team I follow pretty closely. I go to their games, and obviously I'll talk about them more when the next hockey season comes around, but somebody, we'll discuss Copley here a second. Let me go here and discuss. Phoenix Copley, currently on the LA Kings, number 29, active, 6'4", 205 pounds from Alaska. Or AK? Yeah. Alaska's AL. Phoenix Copley, 24-25 season, 1 game played. He lost. Actually, I don't think he's 2 goals allowed, 12 saves. His goals against average of 4.37, save percentage 8.33. His career 77 games, 44 wins, 3 shutouts. Played for the St. Louis Blues in 2015. He played 1 game, and he lost. Before that, Hershey Bears, Chicago Wolves in the AHL. Yeah, so he played for Chicago Wolves 2016, 2017, 25 games. He recorded, let me see, 15 wins, 6 losses, 3 in overtime. 2.31 goals against average, 9.20 save percentage, and 1 shutout. Currently, he's playing for... he's playing in LA, but he's also playing for the Ontario Reign. He played 42 games, 24 wins, 17 losses, 1 in overtime, and 2 shutouts. North Pole, Alaska. Oh, so yeah, I was right. AK is Alaska. What the hell? He played October 16th, 2024 against Toronto. It does not tell me what the decision was for this game. Toronto beat the shit out of them. 6-2. 6-2. McCann, Matthews, McCann, Riley, Nylander, Turcotte, Fiala, and Tavares. Phoenix Copley. How do you do? Clearly not good. Clearly. I guess he got pulled. He got pulled. Yeah, I'm looking at this right now. I'm gonna look at the roster report. I think it is. Yeah. So starting goalie for them was Rittich. Rittich started. Copley finished the game. Yeah. Copley finished the game. That's crazy. That is definitely crazy. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Time on ice, LA. Phoenix Copley. Let's see. He came in period 2. Goal penalty, goal penalty. Yeah, he let in 3 goals. He let in 3 goals. And I think actually one of those is probably an empty netter. If I go back, one of them might be an empty netter. No, power play goal. Yeah, so you let in a power play goal. You let in like Riley, Nylander, and Tavares. 2 power play goals, and an even strength goal by Morgan Riley. Other news: Aaron Rodgers has been traded officially to the Steelers, but also a more bigger update. And if I look at my notes correctly, Aaron Rodgers is apparently married and has been for a couple months.
Congratulations, Rodgers. Give the man a clap. Okay, we're done.
Yeah. What the fuck? I looked this up earlier. Apparently, his wife's name's Brittany, but nobody knows who the fuck she is. So probably some not celebrity.
Oh, you don't say.
Probably somebody nobody knows. Yeah, that's a little bit funny. Also, trade rumor: Chris Kreider could potentially be going from the New York Rangers to the Anaheim Ducks.
Well,
they are thinking about trading Kreider to the Ducks. Now, I don't Chris. I don't know how to spell his last name. I almost had it right. It's close enough. Now, nothing is official yet. Nothing's official yet. They have to wait till the Stanley Cup final ends to officially announce a trade. Or officially start trading, because they have to wait for the season to end. Now, Chris Kreider, drafted in 2009, 19th overall, first round, from Boxford, Massachusetts, 34 years old, 230 pounds, 6'3". Played 68 games, 22 goals, 8 assists, 30 points, -5 this year. He also played in the Four Nations Face-Off for Team USA. His last game on April 17th, 2025, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points, +3 with 2 penalty minutes. He's played for the Rangers, officially joining with them in 2012. Before that, let's see. I want to see where else he played for the 2012 season. Boston College. He also played with Connecticut in the AHL, which I'm not sure who they became. I believe that. I think they became Hartford. He also played for Team USA a couple times, and he played for the United States in the Four Nations Face-Off this year. recording a goal there. He is potentially being sent to the Ducks in a trade. This also comes after the potential move of everybody's favorite Mitch Marner, which is why I kind of wanted Empathy to join us, because him and I were talking about this. I want to go over Mitch Marner just because, I feel like we kind of should. So Mitch Marner in the 2024-25 playoffs played 13 games, 2 goals, 11 assists, 13 points. He's only played 70 games, career playoffs. In his career, 657 games, 221 goals, 520 assists, 741 points. This season, he recorded 102 points with 27 goals and 75 assists in 81 games. He only missed 1 game this year, which he's only ever played an entire season twice in his career, 2017, 2018, and 2018 and 2019. Marner drafted in 2015, 4th overall in the 2015 draft to Toronto from Markham, Ontario, Canada. He's 28 years old, 180 at 6 foot. He's an okay guy. He puts up numbers, but he's only had 2 30-goal seasons that I see. Yeah, 2 30-goal seasons, a 35 and a 30-goal season. He's OHL first team All-Star 2015-2016, OHL playoff MVP in 2016. He was the NHL All-Rookie team in 2017, and in 2020, 2023, and 24 played in the NHL All-Star game. First All-Star team for the NHL in 21 and 22. So he's also an alternate. He's a good player, but his career stats, they show me he's better in Toronto. And realistically, that's where I prefer him to stay. He's also played with the London Knights. He's never played a day in the AHL, only in the OHL. Personally, I think he should, maybe play a day in the AHL. Who knows? He's Canadian. He played for Canada in the Four Nations Face-Off, where he played 4 games, recorded 3 points, 1 goal, 2 assists, averaged and had 40 minutes, 35 seconds of ice time. Hardly really taking a shot. How many shots do he have? 3 shots on net, and that's about it for the entirety of the Four Nations Face-Off, which I find to be absolutely fucking hilarious. For somebody who, apparently can shoot. Maybe. So I skipped over a couple of things. So we'll go back to the Stanley Cup final, and Colt and I will give our predictions. I think, personally, just judging by what I'm seeing right now, I got Florida. Florida is going back to back. I hate to say it as a Vegas fan. As a Vegas fan, I hate to say it, but they're going to go back to back.
Yeah, not many people are happy about seeing how this is going so far, but sometimes you gotta just deal with it.
Yeah, I think
Florida fans are happy with it, but I don't know any other fan base who is happy with this.
Right. I think Florida's fan base is happy-ish.
If Florida wrote this, then it'll be funny and they'll never hear the end of it.
Right. And Florida fans will relive this moment every day of their life. Who gives a fuck?
Warriors fans will never let them hear the end of that.
Yeah. Again, who gives a fuck? Yeah.
Great point.
Who gives a fuck? It's the Florida Panthers. I have to take Florida. Gotta.
Yeah.
Florida is really big. they've made it this far. Might as well continue. They beat Tampa, they beat Toronto, they beat Carolina. I feel like that series is bullshit. Series is bullshit.
You're not the only.
Bullshit. I was really sad. Vegas, lost to Edmonton 4-1, and I'm thinking, come on, Vegas, Carolina Cup final.
Yeah.
I had Vegas, Carolina in the Cup final.
I mean, I know there were some people who would have liked to see that. Of course, there wouldn't be people who don't want to see it, but
actually, and realistically, I had St. Louis. And I'll just say what my bracket was. I had Dallas and St. Louis in round 2. I had Vegas, LA, and then I had Vegas, Dallas, in the Western Conference Final, and I had Vegas going to the Cup Final, being Dallas in 5. And then I had round 2. I would have had Tampa, Ottawa, and then I would have had the same series that actually happened, Washington, Carolina. Carolina moves on to face the Ottawa Senators, where they win in 7.
yeah.
And then I would have had Vegas in 6. I had Vegas in 6.
Yeah.
But no, fuck me. No, fuck you. Florida, Edmonton back to back, and Florida winning right now 2-1.
Are people even watching that series? That's the question.
I've been keeping an eye on it. I know the Pickle has. He was gonna join us. He ended up having something come up where he couldn't. I know he had something. I know he had. He's been keeping an eye on it. He thought Florida already won. I was like, no, the series is still going on. It's going to be a 6-game series, but
I saw that and I was like, what's going on in this? What's going on here?
it's going to be either 5 or 6 game series, depending on if Edmonton gets their shit together.
Yeah.
The odds of Edmonton getting their shit together are slim to none. I will sit here and hate on the Edmonton Oilers all I want, because that's what I'm going to do.
This part podcast would literally just be him shitting on the Oilers. Like, that's how much.
Yeah, we'll just have an entire episode of the podcast where it's just me shitting on the Oilers next week. Maybe that's what we'll do next week. Next week, and hey, perfect time to advertise probably what's going to happen next week. So next week we might be doing a live week. Where I could be going live on socials such as here, maybe even my TikTok. If you came here from TikTok and you're watching this and you're from TikTok, yes, obviously we will be probably doing a live week. I really don't have much planned for that, so we might just be talking a lot of shit, maybe going over some things. Maybe get a change of scenery from the master bedroom. Maybe get a change of series for a change of scenery. Maybe have a day where we're outside. Maybe sit at my dining room table. Who knows? Maybe.
Well, big upgrade.
Really big and better lighting. Better lighting than we currently got. So yeah, stay tuned. We could have live week next week. So definitely stay tuned. If you're looking forward for more of our shit talking to officially commence. So it is at this point in the podcast that I would love to turn it over to our MLB specialist, Colts.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So first thing I want to talk about is something that happened today. It's Jesus Luzardo. His match against the Cubs, after coming off arguably, possibly the worst 2-start stretch in MLB history, He strikes out 10 in 6 innings against the Cubs. You know, it was good to see, but turns out that it's easier to pitch when opposing hitters don't know what's coming. Whoa, shocker.
Right.
Yeah. Previously, in 2 outings, Luzardo gave up 20 runs in just 5 2/3 innings.
Damn.
Wow.
Cubs got the. And speaking of
If
the
you're not a
Cubs,
baseball guy, let me tell you, that's a lot.
speaking of the Cubs, in case anybody's wondering, the Cubs got their asses kicked by Philly today, 7-2.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. There was stuff like, if I'm correct. Oh, I forgot his name. Fuck. Oh, there was Ben Brown was on the mound, so you know Cubs fans weren't happy about that.
Yeah, and he lost.
At least
And he lost. He
Yeah,
had 5.2 innings
I'm
pitched,
from
6
Ben Brown,
hits.
He's not performing well at all.
How do you get 6 errors?
Good question. Good question. How do you make 6 errors?
What do you do? Just keep dropping the ball?
Yeah, there was an RBI single from JT Realmuto. I saw it was a little bit of a highlight thing that the outfielder slid to get the ball, but the ball, of course, bounces in the air because physics. And then the runner is coming from, I think, second or first. I kind of forgot. But the guy, I think he was the second baseman, proceeds to go to pick up the ball and pulls what we've all done at least once in our time, goes to pick it up and completely misses the ball, allowing the runner to score, giving what would be a regular single from JT Realmuto turning into an RBI single and giving a bigger lead to the Phillies.
Dummies.
Way to put it better. That's perfect way to put it right there. Cubs fans, we're not sorry.
No. And apparently Kyle Schwarber hit his 21st homer of the season with a bomb for 431 feet. God damn, fucking gone.
Something I want to say, Red Sox rookie, Marcelio Mayer, his first MLB home run in the game against the Tampa Bay Rays. Or his first Fenway homer. I don't know if it's his first homer. Another thing, Ronald Acuna with a 2-run homer against the Brewers.
The Brewers play today?
That's happening.
Oh, wait, did the Brewers play today? I wasn't paying attention to that.
They were playing today. They're down 6-2. Oh, they lost 6-2 to the Rays.
Oh, fuck. How the fuck?
Another thing, Diamondbacks fans have a little thing to be slightly happy about since their season sucks.
Hoskins
Swan delivered sweep, helping bring the Diamondbacks back to 500. They beat the Mariners 5-2 to sweep that 3-game series at Chase Field. The last 3 series Arizona have gone sweep, then they were swept, back to sweep. They're currently 34-34.
Yeah, RBIs for Christian Yelich are up to 41, and he leads the team in homers with 13. Jesus Christ. And they play tomorrow against the Cardinals. Apparently, Reese Hoskins had a nice game today as he threw one 390-something feet.
Yeah.
392 feet. God damn. Yeah, that's Jesus fuck.
Yeah, like another thing about the Diamondbacks game, you know, Eugenio Suarez, solid hitter. He's a solid hitter. By no means, he's good. He's good. But Eduardo Rodriguez, allowed 2 runs over 6 1/3 innings. But that was in the beginning. And then bottom of the sixth, 1-0 count, bases loaded, throws right down center to probably someone on the Diamondbacks you do not want to throw dead center to. It sends a grand slam into left center, and boom, it's gone. And one more run would come across, and yeah.
Jesus.
Another thing, Jorge Polanco is batting 500.
Damn.
You know,
500's crazy.
You know, Diamondbacks fans have finally something to be slightly happy about this season, besides that big comeback against, was it the Brewers?
I don't think it's
I'm thinking of?
maybe.
Is it that one?
I'm
I
not
think
too
it's
sure.
the one I'm thinking of.
Maybe.
I know he's probably not happy that I'm mentioning this, but another one is Kasperius spot start. Tio's blast lift Dodgers to the series win over the Padres. You know, it's nice to see. You know, some from Matt Sawyer, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm probably saying that wrong. He gave up 9 runs in 4 2/3 innings for a career high 111 pitches.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. The St. Louis Cardinals are in second place in the NL Central. Brewers are down in third, with one loss with a loss. They're 36 and 33, where the Cardinals are 36 and 32.
Oh, wow. Big difference.
Yeah, not really a game difference. A game difference in they're 0.529 versus the Brewers 0.522. They're a 500 team. We're still good.
Yeah. Another thing is Tigers rookie Jackson Hobie, something like that, going under surgery, Tommy John surgery, to reconstruct his ulnar collateral ligaments in his right elbow.
Shit. Ow.
Yes, ow. That sounds very painful. Wish the best of luck to Jackson.
How about the fucking Brewers 8th in the National League?
That's a good question.
You know what? We ain't the Rockies. The Rockies are dead last in the NL. 12 and 54.
Okay.
12.
Rockies are a disgrace to the MLB.
I mean the White Sox were 23 and 44 in the AL.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, the Detroit Tigers are leading the league. You know, but
yeah, like a great performance from the Tigers. You know, it's good to see for Detroit fans that their team's actually doing good.
White Sox and the Rockies are the bottom of the league.
Everyone knew that the White Sox were most likely going to do this, especially after what happened last season. But the Colorado Rockies start, I don't think many people predicted they'd start with only 12 wins.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't a bad team coming into this year, but then, you know, yeah.
I still don't know how the A's still don't have a fucking home yet.
And ironically, they've split their home and away wins with 6 wins at home and 6 wins at away.
Wow. Well,
all I know is that when these MLB franchises see the Rockies on their schedule, they celebrate before the game is even announced. They're celebrating.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a thing I want to mention here is in the National League Central, you got 4 teams who have above a 500 win percentage, and then there's just the Pirates down here with a .397.
A little bit of sound effects for you there as the metal pipe sounds. Well, I think tonight I really didn't have much to talk about. So next week, definitely we're gonna have some stuff. Maybe I'll start looking into that already.
More people would be good.
Yeah, more people. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you guys continue to like the podcast stuff, go ahead and leave a like. Maybe, I don't know, subscribe. There's only 13 of you little guys that watch this shit. Haven't figured out what to name you guys yet. Probably the snakes, maybe.
The snakes?
I don't know. 13
Your
little
little
snakes.
rattlers? Your little rattlers?
I don't know. My profile picture is a snake meme, so maybe we'll call y'all. Maybe we'll call y'all the little snakes. Hey, you know what? That's something for you guys to do. Name yourselves in the comments. What do y'all want to be? Snakes? What? Name yourself in the comment. Keep it appropriate though. I don't trust any of you though.
I was about to say maybe telling people to name themselves. They're gonna be some fucked up people who are gonna say some outrageous shit.
Keep it appropriate.
Like, I'm just imagining in my head some names people are gonna come up with, and I'm just like, oh no.
Keep it appropriate. But what should I call you guys? What should we address you guys as? What are you guys? What are my followers on here? If you came here from TikTok, welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you're new to the channel, also thank you for joining us. Maybe you'll leave a like, subscribe, and leave your opinions in the comments. Be nice about it though.
Unless it's towards me, be as mean as you want. Tell me how shit I am at this.
Except for comments about Colt. Except for comments about Colt that I can screenshot and send to him.
I feel like no one's gonna care enough to say something about it. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Colt's just that guy,"
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. I look forward to seeing you guys on day number 11, and who knows, maybe day 14 next week. We will see you guys next time.
Bye.